midway through December. Must be snow back home. Out here it's been raining. Vancouver seems so gray. I took a walk downtown. It felt good to be alone. And all that crowded hurry seemed so far away. I'm a secret in these city streets. I just stand outside it all and watch my quiet hour as it fills. Out there in the wild, my song is in the wind that's blowing free and crazy in the hills. Sat and had a coffee, department store cafe, trays and noise and faces. What did I come here for? People live so quickly, and life just melts away. Once I used to wonder, but it doesn't matter anymore. I'm a secret in these city streets. I just stand outside it all and watch my quiet hour as it fills. Out there in the wild, my song is in the wind that's blowing free and crazy in the hills. Night is on the city. The streets are wet and bare. The people all went home, and then the quiet came. Winter's in the hills. There's freedom in the air, and I follow that sweet whisper through the midnight and the rain. I'm a secret in these city streets. I just stand outside it all and watch my quiet hour as it fills. And out there in the wild, my song is in the wind that's blowing free and crazy in the hills. I'm a secret in these city streets. I just stand outside it all and watch my quiet hour as it fills. And out there in the wild, my song is in the wind that's blowing free and crazy in the hills. Out there in the wild, my song is in the wind what's blowing free and crazy in the hills. Once I found a magic lamp sitting in the middle of my field, and I knew I'd just give a rub and have a lot of power to wield. I gave a rub, a genie popped out and he kicked me in the knee. As he tore my outhouse down, an angel came and said to me, you can like him, you can lump him, you can beat him, you can thump him, but he ain't going back in that lamp. You ought to know it bugs him being there till someone rubs him, and his every single muscle got a cramp. Oh yeah, his every single muscle got a cramp. Well, he wrecked my barn and he wrecked my house. He wrecked the whole neighborhood. And he headed down to California. There he might be doing some good. Well, I took off and I never looked back, but look what I am today. A broken man drinking on old Skid Row, and this is all I can say. You can like it, you can lump it, you can try to dump it, it will still be there because you can scream, you can shout, but the things that get let out don't go back to the places they was. Oh yeah, they don't go back to the places they were. Now listen, all you boys and girls, this applies to any genie. He might be nice if you give him a rub, but he might turn out to be a meanie. So watch out for the shiny world, don't let yourself get misled. But most especially, watch out for the magic lamps in your head. You can like it, you can lump it, you can play it on a trumpet and make everybody dance. You can live safe and steady, or if you think you're ready, then find a lamp and take a chance. Oh yeah, just find a lamp and take a chance. You can like it, you can lump it, you can play it on a trumpet and make everybody dance. You can live safe and steady, or if you think you're ready, then find a lamp and take a chance. Oh yeah, just find a lamp and take a chance. My name is Jack Davidson. Once I went to France, just a boy from Union Bay. Thought I'd grab the chance on the beach in 44. I saw my friend get hit. That night I cried myself to sleep, and I'm not ashamed of it. so weak and short of breath. Not one man to give a damn if I drink myself to death. There's a wind as sweet as my Marie, a wind like a rusty knife. Cold wet wind on Hastings Street, wipe away my whole life. I guess I didn't say enough when I left Marie alone. She'd been married for a year when I came marching home. And the old town had no room for me, couldn't break the code. But maybe I'd already reached for the bottle and the road. But I never thought I'd get like this, so weak and short of breath. Not one man to give a damn if I drink myself to death. There's a wind as sweet as my Marie, a wind like a rusty knife. Cold wet wind on Hastings Street, wipe away my life. Orchards of Niagara, up north to Hard Rock Hell. And I worked the fishing boats, and I breathed the pulp mill smell. I sold cars once in Calgary, but that didn't last for long. And I've been drunk on every skid from Gastown to St. John's. And I never thought I'd get so old, so weak and short of breath. Not one man to give a damn if I drink myself to death. There's a wind as sweet as my Marie, a wind like a rusty knife. Cold wet wind on Hastings Street, wipe away my life. There's a wind as sweet as my Marie, a wind like a rusty knife. Cold wet wind on Hastings Street, wipe away my life. It's kind of funny to watch you now as you sing the kid to sleep. He's looking up as if to say, "Get lost, you big creep." even having a baby, Mary hasn't lost that look of a little girl. Hard to believe, once it was us against the world. And something's wrong back home, you'd say, and your father needs your strength. The ocean just a day away, and I knew you couldn't wait. I knew you couldn't wait. You and Mary were so fragile then, and Christ that year was great. And love seemed such a feeble flame to keep that cold away. Of course I was the loner then, and the swing of life was low. But at your place, that kind of thing got swept off with the snow. And man, just watch the way she moves, you'd say it like a prayer. Left me with no way to prove that I didn't care. That I didn't care. Now Mary's humming at the stove, the kids playing on the floor, the cat is purring in your lap, the dog's scratching at the door. The warmth of home in everything, you got it back again. And I'm just an old friend who comes to call every now and then. But I saw it way back in your eyes, a thing as hard as stone. There's something there you can't disguise, you're still trying to get back home. You're still trying to make it home. And there's something wrong back home, I know, and it's nothing I can change. It's just another place I go, and just as cold and strange. And just as cold and strange. You can see it on the TV. The land is losing hope. The system's full of greed and fear, and the kids are full of dope. But when I face the future, there's no despair for me. It's It's a sweet, resplendent prospect as far as my eyes can see. There'll be one big highway from the jungle to the snow, one road to take us anywhere that we will want to go, and we'll all be together in cars of splendorous power on our way to happiness at 90 miles an hour. We'll have clever bumper stickers. We'll have license plates with names. As we jockey for position, we shall wave across the lanes. And every day we'll marvel at how we've come so far, with perfect signage overhead to tell us where we are. There'll be one big highway from the jungle to the snow, one road to take us anywhere that we will want to go, and we'll all be together in cars of splendorous power on our way to happiness at 90 miles an hour. When we reach our destination, we shall sadly disembark, slide right down that exit ramp and find a place to park. But there'll be no need to sightsee, 'cause everywhere will be the same, with refreshed hearts and brand new plans. We'll hit the road again. There'll be one big highway from the jungle to the snow, one road to take us anywhere that we will want to go, and we'll all be together in cars of splendorous power on our way to happiness at 90 miles an hour. On our way to happiness at 90 miles an hour. We go out to the harbor to watch the sun go down. Birds across the sky now, isn't that peaceful? Down the road the shadows lead as we walk back to town. I hold your hand in mine, now isn't that peaceful? We're happy in the night now, and there's nothing left to say. We're just waiting for the wind that blows the night away. I like the way you're looking, such a peaceful face, and every vagabond must see that somewhere. Watch the way my old friends live, how they love this place, and the feelings they forget just to stay here. The dust just settles on their dreams, and they get inclined to stay, waiting for the wind that blows the dust away. Ah, but Helen, I've been thinking, peace isn't hard to find. All things look so pointless from a distance. My thoughts of life are full of hurt and wild and reckless times, and feelings running high in all directions. And I guess all that gets covered up in the dust of day to day. We're just waiting for the wind that blows the dust away. This night is so quiet, there's a soft and wistful breeze, and in the golden woods the leaves are falling. What is all this compromise to endless hills like these? And out across the fields there's something calling. I guess all that gets covered up in the dust of day to day. We're just waiting for the wind that blows the dust away. I guess all that gets covered up in the dust of day to day. We're just waiting for the wind that blows the dust away. We're winning the Third World War, boys. Winning it, have no fear. Haven't had a casualty yet. We get 50 million of them every year. Look at this great country of ours. Look at all the toys we've won. We're winning the Third World War, boys. And aren't we having fun? You might think there's no war raging. I wouldn't wanna get you down, but take a trip to the Third World, boy. Have a little look around. I got no explanation. I wouldn't know where to begin. But with all them suckers, those boys, you know somebody's bound to win. We're winning the Third World War, boys. Winning it, have no fear. Haven't had a casualty tall boys, they never get enough. They fight us with their dirty looks, but that's alright, we're tough. We fight back by the rules, boys. Ain't economics great? But let's declare war on the third world just to set them suckers straight. We're winning the third world war, boys. Winning it, have no fear. Haven't had a casualty yet. We get 50 million of them every year. Look at this great country of ours. Look at all the toys we've won. We're winning the third world war, boys. And aren't we having fun? Well, I think we're all heroes, though we sit here nice and calm. We don't ask the questions, and that's as good as dropping bombs. It's our way of life over here, gives them hell over there. Enjoy your share of the spoils, girls. You earned it fair and square. We're winning the third world war, boys. Winning it, have no fear. Haven't had a casualty yet. We get 50 million of them every year. Look at this great country of ours. Look at all the toys we've won. We're winning the third world war, boys. And aren't we having fun? We're winning the third world war, boys. And aren't we having fun? Yahoo! Innocence in her sight, felt the changes swirling by, caught the look in someone's eye, heard a summer calling. When it broke like tinted glass, I wish I could have watched it pass. Oh, it must have been a gas to see those empires falling. And she's so much a woman when she smiles, and so hard to follow with her mind so tight. She does what she has to do with style, and I'd like to be with her tonight. Life's a game of give and take, and easy lies for someone's sake, and mountain waves that never break, and strength that doesn't matter. Nothing stays the way it seems, and futures just turn into dreams. I stood alone above a stream and watched my shadow shatter. And she's so much a woman when she smiles, so hard to follow with her mind so tight. She does what she has to do with style. And I'd like to be with her tonight. Beverly, I write this song to let you know I'm still alone, to thank you for what you've done. No need to say you're sorry. Beverly, I was trapped in there, and you made me reach, you made me care, and I'll always have the time to share if ever you feel lonely. You're so much a woman when you smile, and so hard to follow with your mind so tight. You do what you have to do with style, and I'd like to be with you tonight. You're so much a woman when you smile, and so hard to follow with your mind so tight. You do what you have to do with style, and I'd like to be with you tonight. You just say you're doing fine. Who cares if it's true? Should I be ashamed to admit I'm barely getting through? But I never tried to turn aside when my life got defined by the scars on my body and the danger in my mind. Waste is worse than fear, I will not lose my nerve. Though your God is everywhere, I will not serve. I will not serve. I used to talk of freedom, but those were different days. Now when it comes to purposes, I don't know what to say. But I never tried to hide my pride, I savored every risk, and I can't pretend that I'm not glad it's finally come to this. Though it might feel like hope is is gone, I will not lose my nerve. Though your God is cruel and strong, I will not serve. I will not serve. I know about the bitterness. I know about despair and the ugly games that kill your dreams and the way the heart gets scared. But I couldn't let myself forget. I couldn't break the bond. I still know what this fight is for and where the line is drawn. Though everything gets strange again, I will not lose my nerve. And though your God can sound so sane, I will not serve. I will not serve. Though everything gets strange again, I will not lose my nerve. And though your God can sound so sane, I will not serve. I will not serve. Before a falcon had whizzed right past my head, and the smoke of my campfire flinched and swirled on a branch against the evening sky. The falcon perched and turned, and he stared at me. He stared at me. 15 miles from breakfast, it was time to take a break. I turned off on a little gravel road. In the brightness of the birches, I saw an old graveyard. Got off my bicycle to take a stroll. In a corner of the graveyard, where the grass was overgrown, two simple headstones stood there side by side. Catherine, wife of William, age 29, pneumonia, March of 1855. And the other one was William's. His age was 32. The date was August that same year. Though it wasn't on the gravestone, I knew the cause of death. He didn't want to live without her there. It was with me in that moment, the hell that he went through, waiting for death to lay him by her side. And I loved him and his Catherine, and sorrow filled my heart, and I cried for them my head, and sudden peace swept through the forest air. On a branch against the morning sky, the falcon perched and turned, and he stared at me. He stared at me. Had whizzed right past my head, and the smoke of my campfire flinched and swirled. On a branch against the evening sky, the falcon perched and turned, and he stared at me. He stared at me. Woman down the street got a pretty little car, sports car. I watch her through the window while I played my guitar. Guitar, strutting on her stairway, looking so nice. One of these days I'm gonna roll the dice. One of these days I'm gonna roll the dice. Wanna go for a ride in a pretty little car, so she could drive while I play guitar. Bottle of wine, I'd pack in lunch. She could be my sports car, honey bunch. She could be my sports car, honey bunch. I was telling my neighbor just how I felt. He looked at me funny and he opened his mouth. He said, Rick, I'm sorry, but I think she's gay. I stared at the ground and I said, no way. I stared at the ground and I said, no way. In a pretty little car, she could drive while I play guitar. A bottle of wine I'd packed in lunch. She could have been my sports car, honey bunch. She was gonna be my sports car, honey bunch. Gotta accept things the way they are. I'll never get to ride in that pretty little car. Gotta admit, most of the time, women climbing her stairs look better than mine. Women climbing her stairs look better than mine. I was gonna ride in that pretty little car. She was gonna drive while I played guitar. A bottle of wine I'd packed in lunch. She could have been my sports car, honey bunch. She was gonna be my sports car, honey bunch. I was gonna ride in her pretty little car. She was gonna drive while I played guitar. Bottle of wine I'd packed in lunch. She could have been my sports car, honey bunch. 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 believe there is a fish in the jungle, in black pools between the webs of root. He lurks, his neat trick coiled around him, loitering upward through the murk. He proffers ponderousness, pauses beneath his silvery ceiling. He likes his life. He savors a moment, then shatters the surface, hurls himself through a detonation of air and water and lurid muscle, shatters the surface and sinks, leaving above him, in the dim beyond, above his pond, leaving a noise, a crack as loud and slick as a rifle shot. And there I am on the road to town, cringing, ducking, whirling around. I'm terrified. It's a mystery. Some son of a bitch took a shot at me. My heart is thudding and my wits are keen. I glare my circle in the jungle scene. And there I am, finally finding the one shred of movement in all that stiff tranquility. There! Beside the bush, a small black pool still shudders. Neat trick, fish. That's the kind of trick I would like to pull if I ever got to the surface. There is no cure. This will not change. You get too close and things get strange. And if the confrontation ever comes around, even with my life, I will hold this ground. But if forgiveness comes, I will go to the line and look in your eyes with tears in mine, to show you my world. I will tear it apart. I'll tear it all down till there's nothing but heart. If forgiveness comes, if forgiveness comes. It was not hope, it was not pride. When borders close, there's some outside. In my years of trial, before the fight began, you put your fear in every step I ran. But if forgiveness comes, I will go to the line and look in your eyes with tears in mine, to show you my world. I will tear it apart. I'll tear it all down till there's nothing but hurt. If forgiveness comes, if if forgiveness comes. All this innocence and this empathy, you fought the fight, and you're just like me. But there's a wall of terror, and there's a sacred line between those thoughts of yours and these words of mine. But if forgiveness comes, I will go to the line and look in your eyes with tears in mine to show you my world. I will tear it apart. I'll tear it all down till there's nothing but heart. If forgiveness comes, if forgiveness comes, if forgiveness comes, if forgiveness